This is our VH1 era.
From the Isle of Previously.
Conspiracy theory.
Doo-doo-doo.
I'm on Sexy Watch.
Goal Watch.
Clone watch.
Tyron.
Read alert.
Tyra 2 list.
Double.
Captions crunch.
It's so nice to wear.
You want to wear that top?
My hair bill.
Working models who are working.
It's good, it's round. 24.
Hello out there, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Pod Lead'em, aka Top Model Podcast spelled backwards. My name is Hannah Jane Ginsburg, and I was not the girl that you hired to just eat a muffin with a washed face and look sweet.
I'm JW Crump, and are we ready to see some best and worst and okay and kind of in the middle shots?
And I'm Lex Basile Price, and welcome to my raw wardrobe room.
It's a Tyra 3 list, y'all.
Oh boy.
Because we are here today discussing Cycle 24, Episode 7, Beauty is Raw. But which I've updated, and I guess it's actually a Tyra 4 list to the girl who disrespected Tyra Banks today, baby.
But if you respect us, you can become part of the Lead'em Pod and becoming one of our sponsors, just like this week's Catherine. Or perhaps Catherine. We don't know. We couldn't say. No one's ever been named that before.
Head princess in charge?
And I truly wonder if Lead'em Pod member Catherine thought, you know what? I'm going to sponsor them, and it's going to be a call out for this episode.
Sorry.
Because y'all, I'm going to plant this flag in the sand right now. This whole episode is a trigger warning.
Yeah.
This is the most chock full of trauma episode that Top Model ever produced.
I actually don't understand how there wasn't a trigger warning provided by either VH1 or Hulu.
We needed some white text on a black background.
Uh-huh. And I actually remember watching this in real time. I don't remember specifically watching it, but I remember there being an episode where all of us were like, oh my God, let these poor people go. Because everyone was so sad.
Yeah, did all three of us get together at Lex's place and
Probably.
drink and watch this episode?
I think so.
Can't wait to watch this episode.
Last week was the drag queen episode.
I will say, Tiny Terror Liberty gets one great last moment because for some reason the previously owned implies that Liberty's going to be the comeback person.
Yes.
But also fully lets us know who's going home this week.
Uh-huh.
But it's weird to include Liberty's last line of, this isn't the end, you know. Why include that if she's not going to be the comeback person? I also technically don't know who the comeback person is. I know it's not Liberty.
Captions are back. Captions have made a comeback, though, which made it even more suspicious that last time we had none.
Yeah, were captions homophobic?
That's what it feels like the streaming service is telling us.
Woo!
I don't suck. I just don't know what I'm doing.
Fine. Almost my opening quote. Did y'all notice, by the way, and again, this will eventually be not true, that now Hulu is releasing 11 through 15 on October 1st?
Wow.
So they're going to have 1 through 15 and randomly 24?
I cannot.
We're going to end this podcast and every single
season.
cycle is going to be on Hulu.
We're going to have to record a bonus episode that tells everybody they can watch the whole thing along on Hulu.
So funny.
Did y'all remember that there were 2 Republicans in this house? Because Brandy K is having a hard time in a way that feels like it could be potentially emotionally draining on some of the other contestants.
Mm-hmm.
Not so much on this contestant. Christina, who says of Brandy K, if you don't want to be poor anymore, man up.
I'm only laughing because it's the most ridiculous sentence.
Oh yeah,
No,
that's why
I'm
Ria
laughing
was
'cause
laughing
it's
in
funny.
episode.
It's funny because that's ridiculous.
Like, what?
It literally is the Paris Hilton without irony shirt that said stop being poor. Also, right before that, though, the reason we transition into talking about Brandy K is that Kyla apparently, though there is no footage of this, bumped Brandy K slightly immediately apologized
Mhm.
and said, I'm sorry. She's laughing, but she was
Yeah.
just in the middle of a
She was gesturing.
story.
Yeah.
And she was like, I didn't see you. And Brindy K is so mad. And I'm sorry. Why is this whole house so bothered by the gentle touch of someone moving past them?
Brandy K is stank about this.
Why can no one say, excuse me,
Corner.
behind?
Triangle.
I'm behind.
Yeah, triangles. This whole house. Triangle.
Someone says triangle, and then you just hear from far away, balcony.
I love that Aaron is very enchanted by how mean Christina
Yes.
is being, because Aaron eventually goes, ooh, Christina.
Genuine question. After saying Brendy K should man up out of poverty, I'm never going to let it go. Christina says, if you really want to be that blank, be that blank.
Okay.
And it's bleeped out. But it sounded like we were getting the last syllable of something, and I truly could not figure out what she was saying.
I think what she was saying, because captions crunched it wrong.
Okay.
I think what she was saying is if you're really that fucking tough, be really fucking tough.
Okay, because all I heard was "uff,"
Oh.
and I had
Yes.
no idea what was being said.
See, what's interesting is that I read it, because I didn't hear the last syllable. I read it as, if you are the shit, then be the shit.
Mhm.
Because they love to, the contestants in Top Model love to say that they're the shit.
Yeah, but I think there was this, and I think she was saying,
interesting.
if you're really that fucking tough, be fucking tough. Because
Yeah.
that's
That
kind of
makes sense with the things she said before about
Interesting.
Brendy K
Yeah.
and the rant she was just going on
Yeah.
also.
But Captions Crunch also made it seem like Christina said fucked up. If you're really that fucked up, be really fucked up, which is a wild thing to say.
I thought
Because
the only
that
way
also
my
doesn't
brain
make sense.
Yeah, the only way my brain could make sense of it is if you want to be that bitch, then be that bitch. But
Sure.
that was also clearly not what she was saying.
No.
Yeah.
And Rio can't help but have another fucking chip on her shoulder, because now new pretty is bougie.
Well, what's funny is that this is the same exact look that we've only seen one other time, and it was during Shit Talking Sandra. And I literally think that Rio put on this
Dusty
brown
lip.
lipstick, dusty
Dusty
rose lip,
mauve.
and then sat down and said, it's time to give you everything I think about every contestant.
Yeah.
This
She
was
went-
her exit interview.
And this is where we see Brendy K figuring out in real time
Yeah.
that this competition is not good for her mental health.
Mm-hmm. And it begins here and then just spirals out of control, because then we transition
What?
to
What is literally in the water in this hot tub? Why is this the hot tub of traumatic flashback?
and it triggers people, and back to
It's
Ryan.
like it's got memory juice in it.
Right?
Yes.
Remember when Ryan was like, and actually I have body dysmorphia? It is now, we're sitting here. Gina gives a very confusing statement about moms and modeling.
I'm just going to try to push off the trauma for as long as I can. If I were Erin,
Yes.
sitting here with these two women who
Mhm.
said to me, I just can't wait for my mom to see you, I would leave. I would
They're
walk off
moms-
the competition.
They're moms who are probably at least 50.
I just know my mom is going to be so inspired by you.
My mom's gonna like you more than me. And Gina then says, just to see another human who is like a mom.
What does
My
that
mom seeing
mean?
another mom for the first time.
In this year of our Lord, people discovering that your life doesn't end when you birth a child is insane.
And then we gotta start down the trauma path because Erin takes up the reins out of nowhere and opens up that her son's father died of cancer. And from what I parsed out, she left him a year before he passed. And later, because this is going to be woven throughout the whole episode, is basically because he was starting to, I think she said, shrivel up, wither away, and that he became someone that scared her. It's never super clear if it was just scary because he was dying of cancer or if he became a different person that Erin didn't recognize in other ways.
I felt like some kind of abuse was heavily implied.
I think it's implied. I don't know if it, though, I think that almost is where the show wants us to go, because Aaron never says it. Because I also could see a world where he looked different, but also when you have to go through extreme treatment,
Mm-hmm.
you can sometimes become like mean.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
necessarily abuse.
Pain and illness change people for
Yeah.
sure. Mm-hmm.
It's just, it gets rough, and then Aaron is dealing with a lot of guilt around that, and I didn't love Rio's statement that of course he's in heaven and forgives you. What are you talking? That isn't helpful advice.
And Aaron in real time tells her it's not helpful because she says, I think rightfully so, yeah, but I may have not forgiven myself.
Right.
And then a funny thing before we get to something that was truly hard to watch is that Aaron misspeaks. It says, if the shoes were turned, and not if the shoes are on the other feet. And that is very funny to visualize.
The shoes.
You know when you come into your house and the shoes are a different direction?
How the shoe tables
have rotated.
And then this is one of the realest breakdowns we've ever had on the show in a confessional. So much so that they have to give us a time-lapse edit because clearly this was happening and she was sobbing. Heaving, and just saying, I was so scared.
That's what to me implied.
Maybe.
That some really bad things were happening.
It's
but it's all
possible.
Implication. I am not going to say anything one way or the other.
I also think that there's probably some part of it that is embarrassing to talk about from Erin's perspective. Because I think she feels and knows what it looks like to be the person that left your sick partner. Do you know what I mean? Like,
and the show, her only narrative, according to show, is old mom.
Yes.
Which means she is supposed to be someone who does nothing but nurture.
Mm-hmm.
So I could see how the constant, you're the mom, you nurture, you do everything for your kids and your grandkids.
What a great person you are.
Constantly, all the time, would light up these trauma spots for you.
Yeah.
And this is where I ask, right before the cleaning montage, I ask, why is Rio so gracious with everyone but Sandra? Rio is ready to heal anyone but that prom queen Sandra.
Not Christina.
No, she's here to laugh at Christina,
Laugh
which was
at her
honestly
face.
my favorite part of Rio at this point.
And yeah, vacuuming. Woo! Christiana getting in on that purple couch.
It's probably so gross.
Can we talk about, because now this is the second time this has happened, these sepia-toned right after panel group chat flashbacks.
The little panel clues?
Yeah, this seems like they're doing this to start drama in the house, is what it feels like.
My interpretation was that she records the Tyra mails too far in advance. And then needs to tell them something.
But she's filming the Tyra mails after they leave the room at
Maybe
panel.
she's filming them before panel starts.
Oh.
Maybe the timeline is makeup chair, Tyra mail, panel.
Well, it's funny because I wonder if the original idea of this was that this would be shown at the end of the previous episode to cliffhanger you into the next episode.
Especially since we aren't getting next time on.
Yeah, but like this could have been an interesting thing to show over the end credits.
Sure.
To keep you watching the end credits. But the way they do it here is that we always hear from a contestant in a confessional first about a clue that we're not yet privy to, and then we cut to the flashback, which is the wrong order. Tyra said we were going to be raw. When? Oh, there's the clip.
I hope you're not playing this drinking game because you will die. But the amount of times Tyra says the word raw in this episode,
it lost meaning.
Apparently, we know what law Tyra follows. Raw is law. No condoms. Bareback only.
Oh, gotcha.
My husband recently,
I thought
mostly
because
to
of
annoy
Law
me.
Roach, I was like, what?
No, I guess that is confusing.
Mostly to annoy me at this point. Loves to do the stupid thing where You say raw dogging for anything and it doesn't make any sense.
I hate people
He's
saying raw
just
dogging.
doing it to troll me now because I hate it so much.
I like
You know
when
what?
people are like, I'm going to raw dog this peanut butter sandwich. And you're like, what?
It doesn't mean anything.
Another word that straights have ruined. Not that it was a great word for gays, but you don't have the context.
Another word that the gays are generally ceding to the straights.
Seeding is key in raw dogging.
Can I make a suggestion? We do the same thing, but we say bareback. I'm gonna bareback this peanut butter sandwich.
Oh,
You're
to make
like,
the
"What?"
straights to make the straights really uncomfortable.
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, raw dogging.
Yeah, raw dogging. You say it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start topping everything.
Oh, I can't wait to top this hot dog. What?
That's right.
Relish.
No, it
Onion.
wouldn't. It's there's nothing. It's raw.
That's right.
Topping doesn't have condoms, ironically, since they're toppings. I like second episodes, not this one. In
Yeah.
general, I do.
Caramel. Your hands look bad.
This is so fun. I do like the state of being that all the contestants in there like, what does it mean? It's never just a fun thing.
I truly did not know where that was going. And then when we found out, I was like, oh my God, our entire podcast has been building towards this photo shoot.
Yep.
Yep. But also, this is all an excuse for Tyra to get a manicure on company dime.
Which is funny because, as we've said, she doesn't like to do her nails. It's the one thing she doesn't glam up.
Yeah.
And these appear to be some serious celebrity nail artists.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yoko has worked for B. Ockerland.
Wow, that's it. She's really topped her career.
So we have Yoko Sakakura and Shigeko Taylor. They just say nail technicians. They're from Marie Nails, which is like a huge manicuring firm, basically.
And it's also like
All celebrities.
Yoko
Yeah.
was just the manicurist to the Emmys this year.
Yep.
But they just saying nail technicians as though they pick them up at the like local spa.
Truly not highlighted enough for
Oh.
how good they were. And they seem so pleasant.
So pleasant.
It is also really funny to me that, of course, this is the episode where suddenly the show remembers that photographers are important.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder why that is.
Before we get to that, I did find from Shigeko's Star Touch Agency profile, where it's like where she was born, trained, and then it says she is gentle, friendly, and flawless. Perfect.
I love that.
I love it.
So so Tyra arrives in a slouchy ringmaster coat.
This was
Very
ugly.
slouchy. Yeah.
Ugly.
We should have known what was coming because she had on suspenders.
Yes. And she's like, I'll also get a manicure. Oh.
And then I really feel like Christina met Tyra where Tyra wants to be met.
Mm-hmm.
This was Tyra's sleuth. This was one-on-one trauma therapy, but it was Thunderdome somehow. It was 2 men enter, 1 man leaves.
Christina first lies to Tyra's face and says, I've been trying to get to know the others when...
Because she Christina's that up more and says, let them get to know me.
Trying to connect with the girls.
And let them get to know me. The honor of them getting to know me.
But I haven't revealed all. Gorgeous playing Tyra like a fiddle at this point. And Tyra responds in the most Tyra show way. I feel like there's something. Is it modeling or personal?
Modeling or personal is so funny.
Business a pleasure.
That's the Tyra 2 list. Modeling or personal.
Right before we go into this, I want to do my once an episode Lexus Sandra alert. Because right when it came in, Tyra's like, what was everyone up to? And Sandra's like, sleeping. It's morning, so...
Sometimes it's afternoon.
Yeah. Sandra's the one at the end at 9:45 p.m. Sandra's like, all right, everyone.
Wrap it up.
Wind it out. Turns off the Tyra screen. All right, everybody.
Starts going around, turning off lights, cleaning the dishes that are still left.
Just tucks Christiana in. There we go.
Collecting empty glasses.
Mhm.
It's really funny that according to the show, all of the contestants take Christina at face value here. Because I'm not trying to deny her emotions about a traumatic thing that happened in her past. That's all very real. Choosing to bring it up in a group setting when Tyra has come to just casually gab is gamesmanship of the highest order.
Also, she does it with her back fully to everyone else.
Yup.
And also space between Tyra and her. Like, the least personal she can make this body language. I'm sorry. This, I'm sure, mostly happened.
Mhm.
But the soap opera chain of events.
Uh-huh.
Her dad's heart stopped. He was then in a coma. The doctors told her mother to turn the machines off, and right before that happened, he gave a thumbs up and was just awake again. That's wild.
Well, yeah, and just, she said they induced the coma,
Sure.
which is usually done to give somebody's brain a chance to heal when it's
Right.
deprived of oxygen.
For sure.
The lack of detail that she gives to this, once again, feels strategic as hell.
Yeah.
Not questioning the feelings.
No.
I'm sure it was a terrifying, scary, sad experience.
Absolutely.
All of that's genuine, but the way she does it.
The thumbs up killed me.
Does that mean literally? Are we saying that that was literal?
Yeah. In Christina's story, it is literal, I believe.
Mm.
And then Tyra. The lesson here is capitalism. Because vulnerability is really important to your fans. Christina, I don't think you understand. You're never going to get a makeup campaign if you don't share your trauma.
And this really must have been when Drag Race and Top Model were overlapping.
Oh,
Because
no.
Tyra says, you know how you access vulnerability? You talk to your younger self. Just like RuPaul forces the Final Four to do.
Could
To
you
this
imagine
day.
if Tyra Banks picked up a frame and it had a young Christina but with highlighter hair?
Yes, I
I
can't
literally
imagine
thought she was going to show I thought she was going to make them say, what would you say to your younger self?
Well, I'm glad she didn't, because then Christiana reveals her tragic story
Oh, boy.
that seemingly was activated here.
And I want to say again, for people listening to this who may have not watched the episode, this is a trigger warning
Mhm.
for child abuse. As bad as it gets.
As like it almost couldn't get worse the way it's described.
And here's the thing. We're going to, starting from even earlier in the episode already, honestly, but for the rest of the episode, this is unrelenting.
Mhm.
What I mean by that is the stories that the show forces in the edit from almost every single contestant, because the theme of the episode is
Right.
raw emotion, which actually just means trauma that you're maybe not fully healed from.
Mhm.
It's difficult. It's a not fun episode to watch.
No.
Maybe some of the least fun we've had, because
Mhm.
it's also something that, like, we have to. Top model's still top model. Top model is still stupid. We're still going to
Mhm.
make jokes about it, but this kind of stuff is like hard to talk about.
Yeah, because it's the
sometimes.
photo shoot, it's the
Mhm.
challenge, it's judging.
By the
it's
time we get
this-
to the challenge, it is.
it's this manicure.
And it's also the only thing we're being shown. Like, not every contestant left in this season has experienced this level of trauma, thank God.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't know it from watching the episode because the people who haven't gone through it just aren't shown.
No, aren't shown at all.
So you don't even get the relief of a Camille walking in from the drugstore.
Because we could have, not saying they don't have trauma in their lives, right? But like Shanice is there.
Mhm.
Sandra's still, she's asleep, but she's there.
And even Sandra talks very briefly about storyline 2 that we're going to get once or twice throughout the episode. Like, even the contestants
Yes.
who aren't necessarily dealing with this are like forced to come up with something.
Well, it
Yeah.
feels like the show is like, and do it. Come on, do it.
And we have talked about this many, many times before, but if this is our greatest legacy from this podcast, I'm actually fine with it. You do not need to access your own trauma to experience intense, raw feelings.
No.
Now, we'll say what the story was. Christiana,
Mhm.
right here, just reveals that at age 11, she was molested. One thing that's very interesting about all the Christiana footage you'll see throughout the rest of the episode in her confessionals is that there is some harsh edits between looks. One time later, just the color of her choker changes.
Yeah.
And so it feels like also, and I'm worried the show is also cobbling together this from multiple different edits, and I want to know why.
Yeah.
Why do we not just get a clear story from one speech from Christiana? It worries me that they're not letting Christiana speak on this in some way. Do you know what I mean?
I felt like we got that in panel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And weirdly enough, panel is where it's handled best.
Yes.
Probably
Oh, yeah.
because there is the least amount of editing and voices other than Tyra's are in the room.
I'm giving, Ashley Graham is going to get the most credits I've ever betrothed.
Yeah.
But it is strange how chopped up it is here.
Like from crimped hair to not crimped hair in the middle of the confessional. It's odd. And I just don't know why it's done like this.
But it doesn't matter because Tyra's here to pull a prank.
What a time to pull a prank in the middle of this thing that you started.
Does anyone have an issue with a raw shoot? Because we haven't talked about it, but everyone assumes this is going to be nude.
Of
And you
course
see why.
you would.
What else are you going to assume?
And then I kind of love that Sandra gets away from just... Sandra gives a very clear, I'm not doing this.
I will not do that.
But the attention is so on Aaron that it's almost like Sandra didn't refuse to do it. Sandra played a Shannon card. But
I
hey,
just also
Aaron's
love
Robin. Don't look at Shannon.
That Sandra was not conflicted about it at all. Aaron's like, oh God, what if I go home? And Sandra's just like, yeah, I'm not doing it. Still pretty though.
Won't do
Doesn't
it.
feel like I'm winning this anyway. Bye.
Deuces.
But then, Aaron's talking about it, and I don't think Aaron does herself any favors, because instead of, she seems to be saying that she doesn't want to do a nude shoot because of her children.
Right.
But she says it's scary, which I worried if this was a nude shoot, the thing would be like, oh, you just need confidence. You're scared because you're not confident. Luckily, that wasn't what the shoot was, but I'm like, Aaron, don't say scary. Just be like, I'm not doing that. I have 5 kids. I don't want to be that model.
Yeah.
And also, she wouldn't be that model. Come on. She can't model. But also, I did find it funny that the 2 people that said they would not model nude are some of our worst models.
So I'm just like, I'm not winning this.
She's like, I can barely model with clothes on.
I gotta walk before I can run naked.
But no, it's no makeup. Which I was like, well, it's going to be no makeup, right? This whole like, sans makeup.
I did appreciate that Tyra took hers off too.
I did as well.
Because everyone goes upstairs to wash their face, and we learn that Christiana is the skincare queen.
Yeah.
Another Gina is drag moment. We discover that she contours that skull, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing but respect.
I just love that Tyra was like, yeah, like all of it.
All of it.
All of it.
Can you imagine if she hadn't and there'd just been like a
hard
little
line.
line?
She has like a cap on. We learn that Shanice is like, Vaseline, that's all I do. Which is a Carolyn London.
Mm-hmm.
My mom was a big Vaseline person. My mom used it as makeup remover.
You can.
Yeah, she like, for her eye makeup especially, I remember she would goop it on, she would sit there, I thought she looked so funny, and then she would wipe it, it would be gone though.
Oh yeah,
that
it
was
pulls
her
it
moment
off.
of peace where none of the kids could ask her for anything.
It really was that though.
Yeah. And I really want to read this whole thing, because this reveal of everything that our podcast has been building toward that I forgot has to be read in full. So in each and every single one of you's individual photos, only one face will show. But your model sisters will be right there in that photo, supporting you with their beautiful hands as you show yourself vulnerable.
The final evolution of our collective nightmare. Oops, all hands.
Show yourself vulnerable.
Oh, these hands.
A shoot that's all disembodied hands.
This is how we
Also-
discover that one person, I don't know who, but one person in this cast has much bigger hands than everybody else.
Yes, they do. There's also a lie in that statement because Tyra says your face will be the only face. And in multiple photos, we have other people's faces in it.
Bonus
Sure do.
faces. I think Shanice has short arms because Shanice's face gets in there a lot. Also, I just realized they take so many photos on this balcony. These models never get to leave this house.
Yeah. So, photographer Tyra, because of course.
I mean, I will say I missed the Tyra shoot from
Sure.
last
I did
cycle when we had
too.
Rita.
Mm-hmm.
I almost wish Rita had done one. Why not? Whatever.
And yes, Tyra welcomes the contestants to her raw wardrobe room. Try saying that. I had to mentally prepare myself before I said that quote because JW took my quote.
Raw wardrobe room. Oof.
Raw wardrobe room.
Raw wardrobe room. Dame
Raw
Judi Dench.
wardrobe.
Dame Judi Dench. Dame Judi Dench.
I will never forget you, Roger.
Raw wardrobe room.
And also, Tyra sometimes is just like, you did it. Christina,
Well-
I like it.
She says, Tyra
Great
says
feedback.
that this is the fastest fitting ever, but I would argue it's Tyra's fastest fitting because we also know that Tyra takes too fucking long doing anything.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And did y'all hate lingerie in bed as concept?
Where did this bed come from? Why is it a bed?
Why bed?
Yeah, I'm sorry. The concept of lingerie in bed, hands touching you all over,
Mm-hmm.
just reads sexual.
Under bra, this was just like the pregnancy photo. We maybe should have checked with everyone if they were okay with being rubbed up on while you're in
The
underwear.
hands were constantly moving.
Ugh.
And sometimes it was funny. Like a hand, at one point during Christina's shoot, Rio's finger just like moving back and forth on her cheek is so funny. And Tyra's like, don't you feel supported? And there's just this little windshield wiper finger.
Oh my god. While we're talking about Christina, when Tyra asked Christina, all the love you're getting, and not just for the picture. What? In typical Tyra Show fashion, by the way, all these photos are going to be at different angles. Everyone gets fully different photo.
And it had to happen now because once again, it's only natural light.
Yeah. Also, I'm sorry. We'll get to it when we get to it. Erin looks like she's like in hospice in her photos. Like,
What did Tyra do to this woman?
because it also looks like she's
It also
sick.
looked like she had, like, normal ones.
Yes.
Also, Brandy K just gets to be out of the bed.
During Gina's photo, Tyra tells the other models, hands on her head, guys, have some fun.
I'm sorry, but imagine you're one of these contestants. You just got a manicure, but also Tyra's there, but also everyone released their trauma, and now you're in bed in your underwear being touched all over.
Not even released, currently releasing. Like you're in the cloud of someone else's trauma as they're releasing it.
And there's so much stroking happening. There's constant, like, oh. One time, one of the hands goes under the bra strap.
Why?
Why are we not?
Why?
I'm sorry, we're taking photos. Why are we not placing hands? If
Yeah.
we're gonna do this too many
But
hands,
Tyra does place the hands and then says have some fun with it.
I hate it. I hate it so much. There's so many reasons to hate this photo shoot, and I think that we just collectively blocked this out of our heads.
Yeah, we
We
must
don't
have.
do.
I didn't remember this one at all.
Mm-mm.
Though I did remember that this is the first episode with double Sandra is Lex alerts. Because Sandra rests her head on her own hand and then just has a hand out and is not looking at the person. It's just like, it's there. Sandra's like, you'll be asleep soon again, Sandra.
Tyra says, how do y'all feel about an old-timey conspiracy theory?
Do, 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 do.
Because Tyra says, You know how some people think the camera steals your soul? It's not the camera. It's me, Tyra, behind the camera, stealing the soul of the subject.
And then Christiana is trying to make this work for the producers and says in a confessional, I think it's okay to have darknesses and mysterious as long as you're still held by invisible hands. And I was like, you're putting too much into this, Christiana.
It was beautiful. The idea that everyone has darknesses and mysteries, but you're still held by invisible hands is so much more beautiful than this show deserves.
It's
Or
such a
what this
lovely
photo
sentiment that was not
is.
what this was.
No.
No, because I'm sorry. We just heard that Christiana was molested. And then what we see is Christiana in underwear being touched all over her body.
By disembodied hands. It's
It's as tonally inappropriate as you could possibly do.
the fact that she said something that beautiful in this moment, I think really speaks to the kind of person she is, and you understand why all these people are drawn to her and want to work
Right.
with her.
Yeah.
I just don't want her to have to do that work.
She just seems like such a genuinely good person.
Mm-hmm. And Tyra decides to let us know inadvertently that every other photographer this cycle has been shit.
Yup.
Because she says, even though I don't know the pain she might be going through, but because there's a feeling of safety when I photograph our models, we get to see the real them.
Woo. Also, I'm going to say something now before we get to the photos. We see multiple ones of the models, and everyone's a human being. I have it myself with acne, and then none of that is present in the final
Yep.
photo.
Oh, these were retouched.
Oh, yeah. Especially
But
some
that
of them.
defeats the purpose of the no makeup thing.
It sure do. No, because the no makeup isn't about how it looks. It's just about making the girls feel as vulnerable as possible.
Yeah.
Because
It's not actually about the look.
Gina's
Yeah.
complexion is...
Which she says.
Yeah,
She's
she-
like-
she does. But you're like, oh, yeah. I mean, this is the thing, though. At the end of the day, she also is so good at makeup that we didn't know this.
Yeah, truly.
And then we head to the challenge. What dark bargain did Director X find himself in?
Can't believe he did 2 episodes.
He looks so unhappy to be there.
Mhm.
We talked about this the last time he was on the show, how activated he
Mhm.
was, how it made for a better shoot because he was so activated and good at getting other people to be activated. And for this one, he's like, let's just get through this.
Yeah. We even see footage later in the closing credits that really bolsters what you just said.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to be doing a stand up to bullying PSA.
That in the intro also requires Drew Elliott to share his childhood trauma.
Yep, it's
I
not
was-
just going to be the contestants.
And like I don't have a problem with gay people calling out homophobia, violent homophobia. It was kind of shocking to hear the F slur,
The whole word.
the whole word. And I'm like kind of good for the show, but also I feel like the show's using this in a gross way, but like I don't know. I think
I
the
guess
show
I
put me in
appreciated
such
that
a
it was from him. I was also surprised to actually hear it and it not be bleeped or something.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But
which I like the fact that we're hearing it, but it's just
Yeah.
because this whole episode has felt like one giant trigger warning. You just don't, and then it came out, and I'm like, oh my god, what is going on?
And we've heard a lot of stuff bleeped earlier in this episode.
Yes.
So then for that to not be bleeped felt strange.
Yes.
I guess we know that's not what Christina said. The weirdest thing about the Drew thing is that the purpose of his story is about standing up to bullies.
Mhm.
Because he says at the end of his story, where someone yelled that slur out to him while he was with his dad at school, with like, bring your parent to school day. And he was like, from then on, I was never going to let that happen again. I was going to stand up to bullies. And then he asked the models, who's been bullied? All hands raised. And then he asked who stood up to a bully, and everyone but Aaron raises their hand. And I'm like, what was the lesson here? Because
Well,
this is going to be...
That the implied lesson of this PSA is supposed to put the burden on the people who
the
are
victim.
bullied is clearly not considered. Because I'm going to say right now, this is going to be a group challenge, thank God. Because you wouldn't want anybody to have to do this on their own.
Mm.
Only one of these works.
Well, only
Yes.
one of them followed the assignment.
But it's also the only one that does not say outright that it is on the bullied to stop the bullying.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, oh boy, does that read terribly.
This is all for the National Crime Prevention Council.
Which, yes, is the McGruff the Crime Dog organization.
McGruff gets that glamour shot in the episode.
I'm gonna share
Top
something.
photo, honestly.
I'm gonna share my screen to the other host because we gotta have fun where we can, right?
Mm.
So we first have the evolution of McGruff the Crime Dog.
Ooh.
And you'll notice in the current iteration, it's very like stop motion-y.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's because they made a video.
Oh no.
McGruff,
I wasn't looking to the right and then I did.
McGruff stops big crime. Let's play this for our...
Can I say before you play it,
Yes.
The title is hilarious because it sounds like how I would say it to my dog. I'm like, oh McGruff, did you stop big crime? Oh, McGruff's a good boy who stops big crime.
Enjoy.
Like big stretch, big crime.
Uh-huh.
Enjoy.
Another teenager, victim to fake pills. That smells like big crime that needs to be stopped. Before buying pills online, think about this. Should buying prescription pills be this easy?
Yeah, bro, I'm picking up. Same guy. I bet. Got you 5.
Think these pills are tested and safe? Think they're the same ones you get from a doctor? You know they're not. Did you know that fake prescription pills may contain fentanyl? And an amount small enough to fit on the tip of a pencil can be lethal. Listen. Before buying pills from social media, think again. Learn more at mcgruffpsa.org and go for real.
That makes it sound like you should just buy real prescription drugs.
Yeah, steal a prescription pad, kid. Come on, get the good stuff.
What I love too is the way it's because it's cheap. It looks like from Being John Malkovich, the like puppet show. Because there are only 6 people who work for the National Crime Prevention Council.
I have to say that I feel like that video stopped right before we got that child's reaction to having a man-sized dog in a trench coat approach him.
There also is no bullying campaign on their website. There's only a cyberbullying campaign.
I mean...
This is the wrong organization for this whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like when we had the Demi Lovato bullying thing, it felt more appropriate to the commercial that we were getting.
Yes.
Well, and if bullying has escalated to the point where it's a crime, it needed to be stopped a while ago.
Yeah.
So they're told that they have to write a script.
A voiceover script.
With personal anecdotes and a group tagline.
And the winning video will be part of their national digital campaign.
Mm-hmm. And this is where Christiana says, I was a happier person before today.
This is also where she has the magical color-changing choker that they did pickup shots later for this story.
And then Drew says, and don't worry, Stacy will be by later to help. How is Stacy McKenzie going to help?
But also, is Stacy McKenzie's just late?
She actually did help, though.
Does
was
help.
one of the
She
only
does.
people who does help.
But not in the way... It made it seem like she was going to help direct them, help write, help act, whatever. And she's actually just there as an emotional support being.
And
Drew
then...
also tells them that they have to divide themselves into 3 groups with people who they want to know more about. And the way this ends up shaking out is 2 close friends invite in a weird third.
Yep.
It also now feels like a mini bullying assignment where you like,
Who's your bully? Pair up with them.
yes.
I paused it on this perfect moment right when that was said, where Shanice side eyes to Christina, like, I know what I'm supposed to do. Also, then we get revisionist history, where we see a re-edit of the trash please conversation, but they leave out the please.
Uh-huh.
Our 3 groups are Rio, Gina, Aaron, Shanice, Brindy K, Christina, Sandra, Christiana, Kyla.
Leftover group.
Yeah.
Team good vibes.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm going to call shenanigans on something,
Mm.
and I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for this.
Mm.
We have not seen evidence of Kyla's stutter. I'm not saying she doesn't have a stutter, but the way she then says, I have a, and does a stutter, and then says, did you hear? Made it sound like she faked the stutter to have something to be bullied about.
I don't think she would have to, though. She's been bullied for plenty of stuff.
I agree.
Yeah.
It was very weird to be like, I have a stutter. Did you hear?
I think it's probably that's a sound that she tends to stutter on,
Maybe.
which is always the tragedy of the word stutter.
Maybe.
And that the show has just not given us enough Kyla.
That's the thing, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, the show would lead you to believe that Kyla would pick something about being of multiple races
Mhm.
because she's discussed that already on the show. But again, this could be one of those things that was happening all the time.
Who could say?
But it was a big reveal in the moment. I was like, oh, but who cares? Because Stacy's here to talk to Christina.
Oh my god.
I love how since last cycle, they're like, hey, Stacy, we've got a problem contestant. Can you get her to show her ass on camera? You got this? Cool. Great.
Yep. Christina tells Stacy she's been bullied in the house. And Stacy rightly says, oh, by like your family? And then Christina goes, no, the model house.
And then watching Stacy attempt to keep a straight face after that reveal.
And then Christina pulls her old move of, I'm going to look to see if Brendy's here. Oh, she is. I won't say.
But people wanted to do something to break me down.
And I love that Shanice is so done with Christina that she's just like, she plays victim. It's not even the or anymore. She's just constantly playing victim now.
Like, that's the name of a game.
Again.
Yep. I thought Stacey handled things with Brindy K really well, though.
I thought so, too.
Yeah.
And this has been bubbling up around Brendy K for a while. She clearly has a very troubled relationship with her mother. And it sounds like specifically the only thing her mother values about her is her looks.
Mm-hmm.
Which is also probably why cutting her hair was such a big thing for her and that. And I thought it was actually very relatable that Brindy K wants to have a relationship with her mom, but also doesn't want to give a shit about wanting a relationship with her mom. I feel like that's a
Absolutely.
thing a lot of people deal with.
Mm-hmm.
And it clearly struck something in Mackenzie as well.
It's interesting to watch Brendy K on the show because clearly it's so bad for her mental health.
Ugh.
But I also think, and I hope I'm not proven wrong, that she's gonna be okay. Because the way she talks about her experience makes it sound like she is ready to work through it.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that. I see that. I don't remember what like her placement is or when she's eliminated. To be honest, Brindy K is one of those contestants that also feels like they've just stuck around for a little longer than they needed to in the competition.
Yeah.
Because I could be wrong about this. And sorry if this is spoilery. I think she exits.
I think so too, but I don't remember it.
And to me, if that is true, I feel like this is the episode where we're starting to get her being like, I might need to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, that's because we have now a practice crying montage with the generic song of Burning Up, which includes the lyrics, you had my life, but it was beaten from all the times you threw me down. But then it says, I'm burning up for you, my soul's on fire. I don't know the message of this song,
No.
but it
This
kind
whole
of
thing,
sucks.
this whole montage is so uncomfortable.
Ugh. So out of place, so forced.
Also, on a funnier note, we didn't have a better wig to put on Gina. Why this one?
Why?
And then Director X is giving some direction. And to Christiana, he gives the direction, okay, you're walking through the darkness, but you're walking away from the event. What do we mean?
I think he is trying so hard, in a Podleadum approved way, to not talk about anyone's specific trauma.
Yeah. And then this is where I wrote the note. I would have given literally anything to watch Liberty have to do this.
had that dream again. My small business needs to hire, but I don't use LinkedIn, and I hire an energy vampire. But also, they're a literal vampire. And suddenly, my team is spending all their time sharpening wooden stakes and buying bulk silver and rehearsing ancient chants, and then I wake up.
Don't let hiring nightmares ruin your dreams. LinkedIn Jobs' new AI assistant takes insights from over 1 billion professionals to create a short list of the best fits for you. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/quality. Start hiring today with LinkedIn.
The fade to ANTM, spare me, fuck off show.
A sad fade from tears into the ANTM logo. Here's the thing. The problem with this whole episode is you could just tell that Tyra and everyone working on this was like, we did something.
Oh,
this
Crying
whole
in the editing booth.
Self-congratulations.
yeah, this plus last episode, they're like, we're really doing the work.
It's like because it's the final season, they're in memoriaming themselves. They're like, wow, look at us. We were beautiful and we were important. And we really did it.
And these concepts are like fake therapy. It's all so cheesy, so stupid.
It's just surface level stuff.
Oh, yeah. And then the reveal. Drew is setting them up to watch their newly crafted PSAs.
I wondered why we didn't see any speaking. I wondered.
I'm sure the contestants did too. But then it's revealed that Tyra BANX will be delivering the personal statements about bullying voiceovers.
Well, they sent it off to her. She was so excited.
They said they rushed over the lines.
She's in a booth next door.
Also, Heather Anderson giving us our best Anjo Cat hi, ladies.
You can find nothing on this woman.
No, I think after this episode, she scorched the internet.
Smart.
Because she is the only one who tries to give actual critique, because I think Heather Anderson was like, we have to show one of these.
It's just such a weird choice to say, I want all of you to write something personal about the bullying you personally have experienced, and then give it to a celebrity to say is crazy.
And to have a group tagline spoken by one person.
So powerful.
Oh, so let's get into it, because I cannot fucking wait to talk about what Tyra had to say. And listeners, just imagine everything being said by Tyra.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Sandra, Kyla, and Christiana. She has to say, I am a Muslim, but I'm not a terrorist. Tyra? Okay. I have a stutter, but I am not stupid. I am body shamed, but I am beautiful. I am more than a label, and so are you. I think if we had had the contestants speak these lines, it could have worked.
I think this is actually a very well-written PSA.
Yes.
This one's great. And I love I am more than a label and so are you. That's gorgeous copywriting.
Actually empowering.
Uh-huh.
It would have actually been okay with me if Sandra said hers, and then Kyla, and then Christiana, and then Tyra said the last thing.
I
Yes.
agree.
Absolutely.
But it's wild for Tyra to start the PSA saying, as a Muslim.
I also really like, sorry, I'm very impressed with I'm more than a label and so are you, because label's also implying fashion label. I just really like that.
The way they structured it was so smart. And once again, this is the only one that does not put the burden of ending bullying on those who are bullied.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very glad, spoiler, that this was the winning one, because it was the one that was clearly the best.
Yeah. Not close.
Because the next one.
Oh.
May I, Lex?
Please.
Fall down 7 times, stand up 8. Why fit in when you were born to stand out? Do not let them break you. Make it stop. First of all, why 7 and 8?
When the judging panel says make it stop is such a powerful last sentence when it is literally a plea.
It's also whispered. Tyra goes, make it stop. What
Horrible.
are we doing?
Horror movie.
And I'm sorry, maybe it's because this was such a hard episode to get through, but I cackled at Gina's tearful thank you to Drew.
Especially because I had just written, I'm not trying to disrespect anybody's emotions. Gina is not our best screamer.
No. Not really.
I just also feel bad that poor Gina throughout the whole cycle has been made to perform this.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So at this point, she's weirdly good at it because she like...
I just am also annoyed that they didn't do the assignment, as though they knew Tyra was going to read these.
And this last one is
Is it
the
my
one...
turn?
Yes,
Yes.
it is. But also, this one is so funny to me because this one is as if three people couldn't decide what they were writing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't believe that they shared with each other what each
Nope.
one
Lines
wrote
were.
individually. Yeah. So we have Christina, Brendy K, and Shanice. I am good enough, strong enough, and pretty enough. That's the Tyra reading. She hits those T's so hard. Don't be a follower. Stop the bullying. Bust out, ignore, and overcome bullies. Stop letting them win.
I couldn't get over the fact that when they said, I'm good enough, strong enough, and pretty enough, and I had to finish it, and doggone it, people like me.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was just me, but there's a shot used in this PSA. I felt like they didn't get enough coverage. Because
Mhm.
it sure seemed like they started filming
Yep.
before some of the contestants were aware that they were filming.
correct.
Because one of these shots is Shanice adjusting her boobs.
Yep. And then for the critique to be, this one showed a lot of bullying.
Drew saying, I love this. This one really showed a lot of bullying, broke my brain. It said the word bully the most.
Well, it showed a fight.
Yes.
Yeah, that was
Yelling.
the thing too. This one they got to be the bullies. And then this is so funny to me because, like I said earlier, Kyla, Sandra, and Christiana rightly won.
Yes.
Heather Anderson demanded. But then they make
Director X also demanded.
Sure.
Because that was the only time he spoke up in the critique.
But then they make darn sure
Mhm.
that you know that only the Tyra cut will air.
Why wouldn't they re-record it?
Or why wouldn't we assume that it's that version? Why be like, and we definitely are airing the Tyra
But
one.
they're saying
It's also so strange to think about someone who might go on the website because there's not a lot of overlap, I imagine. And they watch the PSA and they're like, is that Tyra Banks' voice?
I didn't know she was Muslim.
I don't think any of these people are Tyra.
Or at the very least, you'd be like, why do they all have the same voice?
Because part of it, you're like, well, maybe they did the Tyra recording because it saved time or whatever. And then we'll just have them re-record the lines because we don't want to pay for studio time for all these people. And then they're like, actually, it was so powerful to hear Tyra do it. We're just going with that one.
I'm sorry, can you imagine saying to someone who's like school age, stop letting the bullies win? Bullied child.
That would have really helped me as a kid with my self-confidence. You're just a loser who lets the bullies win.
Win. They won, you lost. Good job.
You happy, loser?
And this is also where Captions somehow doesn't know who everyone is still and fully misidentifies Kyla as Erin.
When we receive our Tyra mail, why are they always yelling for Erin? I don't think Erin's running later than everyone else. Is it because she old?
And why did Tyra feel the need to mess with Skull Mail?
I don't know.
It just takes away
Skull
from
Mail
the
was
power
great.
of Skull Mail.
We love Skullmail. Skullmail was one of the late edition updates that we loved.
Mm-hmm. And this just does not have the same power.
No.
Nope. Because also Tyra always feels the need now to also change it up. Whereas
Mhm.
before, we also liked that the language...
Consistent.
That's the thing. Bigger conversation. Top Model, one of the things I really liked about it was the consistency of certain things.
Mm-hmm.
The photo shoots may change. The guest may change. The judges may change. But at the end of the day, there are certain things like, and only 9 of you will continue in the hopes of, I've memorized that.
Well, it becomes its
It's
own
good.
type of ritual.
Yes.
Because when you do it over and over and over again, it feels like ritual.
Mhm.
And it makes like people feel like they're a part of it.
Mm-hmm.
It also does mean when it's changed up, it's impactful.
Right.
Mhm.
Because then every so often we got those, and some of you, and people would be like,
Some
some?
of
It doesn't say 7? What do you mean?
Yeah. Now it's just like, are you next level fierce? Mm.
Well,
Who
you
could say?
tell Tyra.
But what I do want to give her in the middle of this terrible episode, Tyra looked great at panel, full stop. I thought. Great hair, great dress, great makeup.
The makeup was stunning.
So flattering.
I have a question, though.
Did she really get inspired by this manicure?
Why did her hair keep flipping back and forth?
That I can't tell you.
Editing shenanigans.
But why?
Can't tell you.
She's just messing with it a lot, probably.
Because it's like styled on one shoulder, and then in one shot, it just goes to the other one, and then flips back. As though they flip, it's almost like they flipped the video file.
Whoa.
I liked Law's hat.
Yeah.
That was a lot of earring on Ashley Graham. Couldn't tell what they were.
No.
I like Drew. I can't remember, but I wrote the nude
Raw.
I can't remember what it was, but I wrote the note that I really like Drew's outfit as well. And that's that on that.
I don't remember.
I truly don't remember it.
Or maybe it wasn't. Who knows?
Maybe I was too traumatized by Tyra saying, and I was your raw photographer.
And then it is so funny. It was my opening quote, but for her to say the best and worst and okay and kind of in the middle shots, and spoiler, that's not even what happens.
No. That's a lie.
She gets lost in the sauce sometimes, y'all.
Yeah.
And then one take Tyra doesn't know how to get out of it.
Just says words. She Michael Scott's it a lot of the time.
Yeah. Kyla's first. And she walks
wearing full BDSM club wear.
Why was this not commented on?
Why? This is her having fun. She's not chill anymore. She's going to dance.
That's why they liked it.
The photo is fine.
I just think it's odd that it's in complete profile. And the whole point of this, or at least one major point of it, was no makeup.
Yeah.
She has a gorgeous profile. I think if you take the hands out, it's a great sports bra ad.
Yes.
I agree with that. I wish it was zoomed out a little bit more. There's also a random knee in it, but they're all going to have weird hands, so whatever. I hate this hand that's actually just touching her boob.
What is that?
Oh my god.
What is that?
I don't know who that is.
And the weird tortured upside down hand.
The upside
also.
down hand.
But I like this photo of Kyla. It feels very real.
It does.
Yeah, I wish that it's almost like in a 1/4 profile. I almost wish her face was just slightly more, but I think it's like good.
Mm-hmm. It evokes a feeling.
Mm-hmm. It does sell that bra.
Mm-hmm. I'm just going to say right now, before we get to it, because people have seen the episode know what's coming. These photos vary wildly in quality.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
All of them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We can make a real order.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We also get the Ashley Graham. She's gonna try some Tyra things out, and she says, "I love your thigh brow."
And Tyra's like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Whoa! How can I make money off of thigh brow? Is it smizing?"
Forgive me if this trend's vulgar, but that's not what the thigh brow is.
No, I would agree.
Well, and then Ashley shows off hers, and then Tyra can't stop touching her.
Gets way too in there. Not since the days of Janice making out with Tyra have we seen something like this.
And Ashley tries to joke her way out of being like, Tyra likes it, see? And I'm like, that's Ashley's way of being like, and we're done.
She's like, I thought I was done with Rita Ora, but apparently not. Sandra's next. I mean,
this is a pretty good Sandra photo.
This is a pretty good Sandra photo. I'm going to say right now, she would have been in my top 3.
I think she looks gorgeous. And I think in some ways it works mostly because we don't see her body that she doesn't know how to model.
I wish we could see these photos without the hands so badly.
The hands are killing me.
Because they really just make every single photo so much worse.
The one little finger that's like crooked on her head for some reason, and the hand just grazing her boob.
Yeah, the hand on the back of the neck is so creepy. Because it takes a natural position and makes it look forced.
The weirdest thing is that the one hand on like her left chest looks like her hand, but it's not.
Yes.
Oh, it does. It looks like she has a tiny arm.
Yep. Look, but here's the thing.
It's her best photo, for sure.
Sandra's a beauty shot girl.
Yes. And her eyes are connecting with the camera here.
Yeah.
I like how much. Yeah, this would have been a week where it's such a funny week to do this for Sandra, but I would have given Sandra a upper photo.
The way her hair is placed also makes it seem like there's a big piece of lint in her hair, but it's
It
actually
is.
just the pillow showing through, I think.
Yeah, it
Oh, that's
is.
so
You're
funny.
right. Or like a big piece of dandruff.
Yes.
Why would they not Photoshop that?
I don't know.
When they photoshopped
Raw.
everything else. It also helps that it doesn't look like she's wearing a bra. It just looks like she's wearing a shirt. Like,
Mm-hmm. Like a tank top, yeah.
yeah, a little cami or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Shanice is next. Stop the boobs.
But also the problem is that her right arm is completely covered by another
Arm.
Yes.
And I just don't think this is Shanice's best straight on face, and we've seen better.
Yes.
This looks like a celebrity Instagram photo to me if you take the hands out.
Yeah.
Like she's selling me bed linens.
Sure.
I will, to give it a little, I like her freckles.
Mm-hmm.
I think it gives Shanice some character that normally we lash blast those away.
She has a gorgeous collarbone. I wish it weren't covered
Wasn't
by random
hands.
hands.
These hands are adding literally, I don't understand
No,
what
they're making it so much worse.
I just don't know what they're supposed to be even doing in this photo.
Even still, though, to me, hands aside, I don't think this is Shanice's strongest.
But it keeps her in the upper half of the contestants. Like
I think
she's
that's
maintaining
fair.
her position, I think.
I agree. Brandy K comes to panel in an interview outfit that I wouldn't wear.
Yeah, and it looks like somebody who got told to wear a jacket to a college interview.
Mm-hmm.
Before we get to her photo, one narrative that starts with Brindy K that's now going to permeate through the rest of the contestants is now the judges take it upon themselves to decide whether or not a model looks better with or without makeup.
Mm-hmm.
And that takes the whole idea of this and perverts it.
Yep.
Because
also,
now you're telling some of them you need makeup or you don't need makeup. So instead of being raw, emotional, whatever, it's now just, oh, do you look good without makeup?
But also you have bad skin or whatever. But also because we're sometimes photoshopping away, what are we talking about? Brandy K's photo.
Sorry, before we fully leave Shanice behind, I thought Law did a good job of having a moment with Shanice while still acknowledging that he's in a position of power.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
Brandy K's photo.
To me, this is very horror movie. This is very drag me to hell with the hands coming up and pulling her down.
Her own hands are so weird.
I think it's a shame because I think her face looks lovely and soft.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
the
a
face
really,
is great.
really nice to see that from Brendy K. Her face looks gorgeous.
But everything else. Shanice and Kyla are in this shot.
Fully.
Well, there's also a hand that's fully just on her,
In her crotch.
private area.
Why? What is... Ugh.
But, yeah, she does look soft. This would not have been my number one.
No.
But I do think that it does show she generally wears, I would say, an above average amount of makeup compared to the other contestants.
And I
Yes.
do think that's related to the makeover that she was given.
Yes.
Mhm.
So I do think it is nice feedback to hear, not delivered well, but I think the idea of them being like, hey, you look very good in photos without a lot of makeup is nice feedback.
Mm-hmm.
But they deliver it in a way that's like, I like you without makeup.
Right.
And we're not having the conversation that I think might be more helpful to Brendy K, which is that makeup doesn't actually convey femininity at all times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oosh, that's a big conversation to have with her, though.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I hope, once again, I hope she gets to have it at some point.
Yeah.
Not on the show.
Rio's next. I think this photo's kind of boring.
I didn't love it.
This would have been, I'm going to say it, bottom 3 or maybe even bottom 2.
Look at the one person that isn't even touching her, but is just on the bed.
Hand slightly in the air. Also, the way she's pinching the pillows is
Like a
very
nipple?
strange.
It's, again, my problem, like last week, it's like weirdly sexy. And I'm not saying I find the photo sexy, but like the vibe is supposed to be like, come hit. I don't know.
Yeah, it's very loungy in a way. I don't like the setup that Tyra gave her.
No.
And Drew Elliott gives us a Paulina Poroskova twist.
Yep.
But he says, your head down, your pelvis and body up. I love it. You're like,
Her body looks distorted in this photo.
I also think her face is not particularly activated in this.
Mm-mm. It's just not. We've seen what she can look like, and this doesn't come close to how good she looks on camera.
Also,
Yeah.
why is one of the arms, it has a lace shirt on? Like, I don't know what's going on in this photo.
That's a pretty color on her, though.
Yeah, I like the green.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron is next.
It's
This
not her
can't-
fault.
This
It's
can't be her best.
It's not her fault.
She looks like Meryl Streep as the witch in Into the Woods.
What did Tyra do to this woman?
If you haven't seen this photo, listener, the hair, we're not talking about covering one eye. We're not talking about covering half the face. We're talking about covering 75% of her face.
It's also so close up.
It looks like she's dying.
Yeah.
And then they retouched her skin. Heavily.
And this is a rare one where we actually do see her hand holding someone else's hand.
I don't like this photo.
There's
Every
no way
single-
this was her best. There's absolutely no goddamn way this was her best photo.
Every single one of these, the song, These Hands They Are My Own, plays in my head.
Not mine, they are your hands. It's just, this isn't a photo that you
No.
ever do.
What was this? Who, like, what?
She looks like she's on her deathbed. She's about to take her last fucking breath.
Yeah, she looks like she's about to die of sadness, also.
Yes. Undisclosed, old-timey disease.
Yes.
Dying of a broken heart. Melancholia.
He left me.
Gina's next.
Gina's is the only ones where I think there's a version where the hands make sense.
I don't like Gina's.
I also don't like Gina's.
Oh, hard disagree. That's interesting. I'd love to hear why.
I think it's way too posed.
Uh-huh.
There is nothing about this that says raw, real.
Well, that's because they retouched her completely.
Oh, that's also a problem.
It looks like a still from a music video.
Yes.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
I think just because so many of these made me uncomfortable,
Sure.
and this one does not. To me, this one reads very moisturizer ad, where it looks like she's just applied it to her hands and face, and it's all these moisturized arms around her. Like,
I just don't think Gina can take like a raw photo. Like it's
A
she's
natural
always
photo.
A natural photo.
Well, this
And
is
that's
a,
what works for her in a
yeah,
lot
this
of
is a
photos.
weird thing to say, but I think she has a sort of natural artifice to her
Mhm.
presentation. That's who she really is. I'm not trying to say that that's not her actual personality, but she does not give vulnerable in
No.
that way, in
And
the
I
way
think- And it
that
works
this
for
photo
her
shoot was designed for.
most of the
Mhm.
time. It's just
Mhm.
you would not book Gina for this concept.
maybe I like it more than that. I just think this is such a basic critique. I just think this one's pretty.
Sure.
She's gorgeous, and
Yeah.
it's fun to see her without makeup because she is so good at makeup.
Yeah.
But
We get
No,
her.
I-
We finally get her background, and I'm glad we got her background so that we can stop feeling uncomfortable when Tyra's like, "I see the black girl."
yeah,
I actually appreciate the way Drew asked too. He's like, "Can I ask what your ethnic
Mhm.
background is?"
Mhm.
Black, white, native, Filipino, Cuban, Creole, and Japanese.
And then Christiana finally has a panel look I like.
yes,
But she has one thing that needed to be removed: sunglasses off her head. She is inside.
You know what's funny though? With the leather jacket and the sunglasses, I kind of think it, in the ponytail, I actually think it creates like a moment.
Mm.
It creates a Barbie on the go kind of thing.
Sure.
It just really felt like she dressed for her own comfort
Yes,
that day, and you could see it, and she
that's
looked
true.
way better.
Way better.
Yeah.
And then we get the full awful story.
Yeah.
So once again, a trigger warning.
Mm-hmm.
Christiana has a memory, it's very vivid, of going somewhere with her father, being taken to a hotel room where there was another man, and then being left in that room and molested.
She also says it was the last time she saw her father.
She also mentioned alcohol and breath
Mhm.
and some other stuff too.
It is awful.
And it's also very specifically impacting Ashley, and it seems like the other contestants, and it makes me think this is the first time many of them are hearing this.
I think
so.
everybody.
Yeah.
Because she says she hadn't told anybody before this moment. And it looked to me that specifically Kyla and Shanice were extremely affected by what they were hearing.
And then, sorry, I'm getting a little, And then clearly I'm extrapolating that something happened to Ashley that is similar.
Yeah.
Because she seems to imply that she can really relate to that. And this is the rare story that Tyra's actually fully crying too.
Well, I think and obviously I come from a different place, but as people that go through puberty earlier, because I'm guessing that's kind of, I was getting that feeling from Ashley and Christiana. Getting sexualized as a child is more common for people like that. And it was just, you could immediately see that without Ashley even saying anything, you could immediately see that she was like, I know the story. I have this story. That was really effective. I was so glad that we didn't start therapizing her in a Tyra show way.
Oh, thank God Ashley was there to handle this moment.
Indeed.
And thankfully Tyra also got out of the way.
Yes.
She did. That being said, it makes looking at her picture.
Yep.
It shows the problem with this photo shoot. Because then to show a picture of her where she's modeling fine, modeling good, but it's hands all over her body being
in
touched.
the bed.
In the bed, under her clothes. There's now you start seeing there's maybe like fear in her face.
Yeah.
Because if you took away all the extras, if you took away the bed and you took away the hands, you would just be able to look at this stunning human.
Right.
Because she's gorgeous.
It would just look dreamlike.
Yes. And there would be feelings, but you couldn't ascribe anything specific to them.
Right. But because it's preempted and we know what happened, I can't really look at this photo.
Yeah, I agree.
Which is a shame because she is very beautiful.
Yes.
And it is a different face for her. So, yeah, it's just, a top model loves to try to make a point clumsily, but then excuse itself with fabulousness.
Yeah.
And this is the one time where it's like a one-to-one, like, this is why this was bad, top model, and also the photo is why this was bad.
This has happened on one or two other episodes, I feel like, where the show / Tyra wants to call attention to something, has good intentions, think that they nail it, when all they do is activate trauma.
Well, it's also a little bit like when when Naima and Kenya were sexually assaulted in front of the camera. And Tom was like, but the picture's good. And it's like, that doesn't excuse what's going on. Like, Christiana shouldn't have been put in this position to have to take this photo.
It's also just, it really speaks to people not being able to take a step back and look at what they're actually doing and what they're actually putting out into the world. Because you feel like somebody on staff somewhere should have known how this was going to read.
Yeah. As a palette cleanse / transition, I love the feedback from Ashley to Christiana where she says, you're just the coolest model. Because that is what Christiana is. Yeah. She's cool, and I think that's why everyone wants her to walk in their fashion shows.
And Ashley Graham is all in on Christiana. Like, this literally seals it for Christiana. She's just like, well,
we found her.
Yep. Because also, we've put her through this trauma, and she's still, like, not going to sue us, or whatever.
And at this point, I will say, none of the other contestants are coming close to Christiana.
She's dominating.
Yeah.
And finally, we have Christina's photo.
So glad she was the last person. This is so different.
Well, not only is the photo different, the way we treat someone at panel is fully different. Because now, it's about how Christina actually does need makeup.
I actually got what Tyra was trying to say here.
Sure.
The fact that it is so different from all the other feedback is wild.
It's wild to be like, wow, you're beautiful inside and out. You have gone through struggle and you're beautiful. I don't know.
Have you
Nah. Nah. Actually, you look old.
Because when Tyra started talking about herself the same way, when she was like, I sold makeup, that's what I did, I would be bad at this, I was like, you know what? Respect.
Yes. I love Christina being like, but actually I don't wear makeup. So
I think it actually is my thing.
and to be fair, we do see she actually doesn't wear that much makeup normally.
No, she doesn't really, but I just love that she was like, actually though, I guess you're wrong. Number one call out for me. I get it.
What campaign specifically, though, did Tyra lose where this story comes from? Because this feels too specific to be made up.
Let's talk about the hands holding and caressing Christina's head. We're like, oop.
This looks like a Bayer aspirin ad.
She hates these. She can't help but hate being touched by these people that she doesn't like.
Like, the voiceover is saying, migraines get you down.
She got a toothache and a headache.
Ow.
This is the anti-pageant.
So funny.
This is someone who does not know how to act vulnerability.
No. She's never been vulnerable in her life. That's how if you're vulnerable, you don't get to be a 300-year-old haunted doll.
No, that's right.
You can't.
Mm-mm. Sorry,
Also, her hair looks
the correct
ridiculous.
bottom two photos. I'm sorry.
But her hair looks ridiculous as well on these white sheets.
Has a makeover ever negatively impacted someone so much?
Yes. Molly.
But that negatively impacted
issue.
Molly going through her day. Christina, every photo except for the haunted house one looks so silly.
Yeah.
It's too specific. We had Laura, runner-up, rock and roll platinum, red, white, and blue hair, and it still barely looked bad.
It is also just such wild composition to have someone's arm take up the entire foreground of the photo.
Also, this hand creeping around her shoulder.
Like, there's more of that arm in the photo than Christina's entire body.
And are you ready for a top model first? Top model first!
This is so dumb.
It was so silly.
So, as I'm sorry from the show to 7 of them, Tyra calls up Brindy K, then Gina.
This felt like it was mean to Brendy K.
Yeah.
Taking away this.
Tyra saw Big Brother for the first time and said, Julie, but wait, there's more? Is it great? Catchphrase.
Then Christiana. Then Kyla. Then Rio. Then Sandra. Then Shanice. All crowded in a top model amorphous blah bottle. And the 7 of them have tied for best photo.
So silly.
Do we just need to list what the actual order is? Because
I
that
can
is
work
not
it
the
out.
order.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's make this fun. Okay. Sandra, Kyla.
It's also hard because, like,
The hands.
in some ways I think Christiana is my top, but the photo also makes you really uncomfortable.
Y'all, I can't put Christiana.
Maybe this was the only way to do this, was to do a top 7.
I think part of that was the reason.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it right now. Hate me all you want. I would have given it to Sandra.
I think I might have too.
Yeah, I'll give it to Sandra. Let's do Sandra number 1, Kyla number 2. I'll give Christiana number 3, even though I can't look at the photo.
Then I would have Brindy K'd.
Same.
Brandy K, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Then Shanice.
Mm-hmm.
Then Gina. Then Rio.
Yeah.
Yep. That would have been my real thing.
And then Aaron and Christina are the worst.
Yeah.
Now, I will say, though, I do think that when they showed all 7, and Tyra says, it looks like a spread, actually, I agree.
It
Yes.
did.
I love that Sandra's the one crying, because Sandra's like, a top photo!
This
also
ruins our math,
says-
though.
I just got a goosebump. Just the one.
Goosebump.
That's the pretty people, Hannah. They only get one little goosebump.
Ooh.
No, I guess I am raw.
I've been through things.
How vulnerable for me to show one little bump.
Show us your vulnerability. It's right here.
How much, math person, does this fuck up the numbers?
I guess everyone gets a 1 for this one. How else you gotta do it? But then do the bottom 2 get 2s?
I
Or
think Aaron gets an 8.
It's so funny. So then they finally march up, Aaron and Christina.
Aaron, you have a subpar photo. Christina, we don't like your vibe.
And you have a subpar photo.
You have a subpar photo.
I'm going to say this. They tortured these contestants, and also Vega left.
Yeah.
Why not just save everybody?
You know?
I assumed that was going to happen because you give everyone number 1, you've put everyone through trauma, just everyone through.
But instead, we have to do a different kind of antagonization.
If they were going to do that, Christina could not have been in the bottom 2 because people were too happy that she was leaving.
Yeah.
But then Tyra preempts the winner and says, Aaron, your photo was not strong, but we hate Christina.
We looked at her body of work and body of self.
Body of work, bad. She's a bad model that hasn't taken a good photo. And body of self, mother.
I just really wish people would look at my whole body of self before they judge me.
And then Tyra tells Christina that she's ugly on the inside.
No, she corrects herself from almost saying
I
it.
don't say that. I don't think that. I think despite everything, you're beautiful.
We feel that you are here for exposure, not to be molded.
I don't 100% disagree with that.
No,
No.
but I'm also like, don't fault her for it.
I know. Why is that? You cast her.
It does not matter. When she's eliminated, not letting Tyra get a word in edgewise is so funny. Because when Tyra says, because you are a good model, apparently not.
While crying. While crying.
And then Tyra says, I'm freeing you from critique.
This is so funny that, like, Christina's not letting Tyra have it at all.
I do love the idea of breaking up with someone by being like, you think that you know better than everyone, so I've chosen to honor that stance.
And then Christina tries to leave, and Tyra doesn't let her.
I'm holding you here. I'm holding you here.
We're not done. And then her exit speech. I am a confident person, and not that I don't respect other people's opinions, but I am me. Some people like me for it, and some people don't. The girls in the house were really against me, and it made it very difficult for me. My confidence was seen as arrogance and not as strength. I guess it just wasn't meant to be. And to the bitter end, she is both right and not right.
Yep.
I could not get over the full sob, the heaving sobs
She's
that were
so
happening.
upset.
And this does not belie the bougie privileged call out.
Doesn't.
No, I think that's
Because
true.
Christina has told us both that this is the first time she's ever experienced bullying. And that basically this elimination is the worst thing that's ever happened to her.
Never change, Christina.
Never change.
This is also the first time we really get a good look at the photo wall and what it's become, and it's every photo
There are so
unstacked.
many photos.
Yeah, because now everyone's on a shelf,
Yeah.
and your photos, you have to collect them and collate
Stack 'em.
them yourself.
Yeah.
They should do it like the collage I used to do on my wall with all my summertime friends.
Yeah.
Oh,
So that when they
yeah.
have to gather all their photos, they have to like pull them out
Unpin.
from specific places.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes more sense to just stack them.
Christina Anderson McDonald. Christina is signed with Model Club Incorporated as of 2022. She's been in the magazines Malvi, Marika, Eyes and Edge, and modeled for Adrian, Alicia, and Zahara Fit. A fun trivia fact, she's the first ever Top Model alumni to appear on Project Runway before Top Model,
Oh.
instead of the other way around.
I kind of remember her thinking about her face.
Her Instagram is at Christina_Anderson_McDonald with about 26,000 followers, and lists herself as a model, actress, singer, model scout, and manager, lover of art and travel worldwide, list ANTM Cycle 24, and is also with Book Management, U-Booker Official, and MMG Models. She's one of our few model contestants that has a cameo. Right now has a
Wow.
perfect 5.0 star review, and it's about $20, I believe, for a personalized message. The Drew Elliott interview is a wild ride.
Couldn't be anything but.
It's about 3 minutes longer than all the other ones.
Oh my God.
Drew called the moment with Tyra at the end during the elimination scary. I think this was edited down.
Ooh. Ooh.
And then Christina said that the moment Tyra said she needs makeup was hurtful. And Drew was like, well, I think we're trying to. And she's like, no, it hurt me.
I mean,
She says that Brindy K is a nightmare and a loose cannon. And then weirdly, she responded about Brindy K to Drew asking her, how are things with more difficult people like Brindy K and Liberty? And then she says, Liberty was a hard worker. I liked Liberty.
I was going to say, Christina and Liberty are the same person in a lot of ways.
Also, we didn't see any conflict between the two of them.
No,
Yeah, Liberty did not cause conflict in the house, by and large.
Liberty
No.
comforted Christina at one point.
Yep.
She was enforced, but she did
Sure.
it.
She says her three friends and the people that she liked were Christiana, Vega, and Aaron.
Okay.
And I think they were all in the room
They were in the
together.
same room together, yeah.
That sounds like the upstairs contestants to me.
Yeah.
Mhm, upstairs crew. And what's really funny is that Drew was like, because Christina said, if they called me up, I would be happy to like grab a juice with them. So specific. And then Drew was like, but if you were visiting, would you call them up? And she's like, nah. And then,
I love that she refuses to change.
yeah, she's not going to be like tricked into saying something she doesn't believe.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
And then
Because that's how you get stuck in a promise with a devil or a demon.
Yeah,
this is
she
the
just
best
freed
way
herself.
Yes.
to end an interview. Drew says, and this is something he's asked most of them, and it's usually not been much of anything.
Right.
What was a piece of advice from a judge that you remember that stuck with you?
Mm.
And she thinks, and she goes, something from you actually, Drew. You said I was very smart. And then she goes on to be like, and that reminded me that I am very smart. Yeah! What a monster! I love her.
That's what I'm saying. You can't create that through editing.
No, Christina is like, she did have she's not like a petite Aaron style uncomplicated villain, but
No.
Christina was there. She knew what she was doing. She knew that she was a little butthole.
Yeah, but she knew what she was doing and also has no self-awareness.
It's amazing. It's immaculate.
How can someone combine those two things so perfectly at the same time?
Yeah, it's just what a loss for us that we
I would love to put her in a room with Kristen the Sea Witch and just see what happens.
Oh my God. You don't want those two people in the same room together. They'll unite.
They might.
My God, please, All Stars 2 Oops All Villains for Cycle 25.
All right.
It's so funny to me that Christina was also 34. Like, easily should have been so mature.
That's a real 30-year-old. What a loss to our podcasting that Tiny Terror and Haunted Doll went out the door back to
2
back.
episodes in a row of people that were fun to make fun of.
But also, Aaron's photo was so bad.
You're gonna make
Yeah.
Erin look at that photo and then not free her?
It's so interesting. Christina gave us so many good lines and was like, her unwillingness to ever see someone else's side, but also at the same time be so empathetic to knowing why someone was
Yes.
upset is kind of fascinating television.
Yeah.
Now,
A
did
very interesting brain.
they eliminate Christina or did they eliminate all Christina? So maybe there's still 54 in the house.
Mm. No, they have to stand behind Christina wherever she goes, so.
I cannot wait to see what happens in the comeback episode.
And if you can't wait for another episode of this podcast, you should rate, review, and subscribe to this podcast. I told you
Yeah.
what it was.
Do it.
You can reach out to us at podliam.com or send us an email at podliam@gmail.com. You can find me anywhere at Yet Charming.
I am on Instagram at Hannah Jane Ginsburg.
And I'm on Instagram at JW_Crump.
And be sure to use the hashtag Podleadum and Haunted Doll, Tiny Terror,
Mhm.
any of the
Yeah.
our classic good ones.
Also want to throw out a quick shout out to the Discord if you are looking for bonus material to the bonus material.
Mm.
Those Smize and Dream photos are up on the Discord, y'all. So if you want to see them,
Yeah,
they're
and
waiting for you.
it's already happened, but with the way our recording works, I am so glad that we did a Smize Cream episode, and then the next fucking day they announced that it's closing.
Whew.
Wow.
The way we get in on Smize Cream right before a major change happens is kind of amazing.
We're attuned to it now
Yeah.
somehow.
Yeah.
So for Pod Leadum, I have been Lex Basile Price.
I'll be Hannah Jane Ginsburg,
And I'm JW Crump.
and we'll see you on top.
Podleadum is not endorsed by America's Next Top Model, Tyra Banks, 10x10 Entertainment, or any of their subsidiaries. It is intended for entertainment and informational purposes only. America's Next Top Model and all names, pictures, and audio clips are registered trademarks and copyrights of their respective trademark and copyright holders.